We had great experience. The scenery very spectacular. Asiaplus providing a very well-planned tour. And the food that we had was very, very good. They are full of fresh and organic produce made by the local people. I experienced tour guide, but it also the driver that make the trip is very pleasant. The vehicle always very clean and he making sure the trip is safe. This is very highly recommended. I think it's a well organized tour, well executed and good value for money. Highly recommended.
So what's your name?
My name is tiếng Việt gọi là Trong. In English, it's known as Trong Nguyen. I actually was born and bred in Vietnam, but I live in Australia for 47 years now. So you could call me Vietnamese Australian if you like.
How did you feel about the tour?
We had great experience. Talk about feel, the experience was really good. And it ranging from the breadth, the depth of the tour. The tour have gave us great experience in terms of the opportunities to meet with a lot of different group of ethnic minority people. They are mountainous people, and that is something we like. We've seen a lot of normal Vietnamese, if you like, but in terms of seeing people high up in the mountain, this is the first time that we ever have that experience. And they are very unique group of people who are very honest, very simple, but it also very hospitable. Yeah. And we were very welcome when we meet them. And surprisingly, they look no different and they sound no different to normal Vietnamese, but their behavior is somewhat different in a way that there's, as I mentioned earlier on, simple, honest, and particularly very hospitable.
And what's your favorite thing about the tour?
It's difficult to say what is the favorite, but I will say one thing. That is the food.
Yeah.
But before talking about the food, that I have to say that there are many aspects that are very good. Like the scenery is spectacular. We travel through whole range of mountains and rivers, and they are very high up in the highland. And a lot of destinations are bordering with China. And the scenery is very spectacular. There are points that we actually stood in the Vietnam land, but the scenery we see in the distance is actually China. And there are parts that we actually just only crossing a few meters from Vietnam to China because of the border, that's just a natural border. The scenery is very good, and the people that we met and interact with is also very good. However, to answer your question, that what are the favorite part, I have to say that is the food. Because as I mentioned earlier on, I was born and bred in Vietnam. And I live in Australia for a long time, and I thought that I know Vietnamese food very well. I think that I know almost everything about the Vietnamese food, but not until the trip, then that's only almost. And the food that we had was very, very good. It's a huge variety. And not only that, they are full of fresh and organic produce made by the local people. And it's very good. And another thing that we've been to farmer market, if you like, or the local market, are trading by the local people. Yeah. And they are very interesting. You know, the food they are made by the local people. Yeah. And it tastes fantastic. It tastes very different and very, very good. So the great part is, I would say, that is the food. The favorite part is the food.
Yeah, can I ask what food is that? Like, what's your favorite dish so far?
I would say that the favorite, and also that the one that I surprisingly like, that I am a meat person. I like meat. And I came to this tour, I learned that the way pork is made in the highland part, in the mountainous part of the country, they are not our normal pork. our normal pork we raise in a very confined and well-defined condition, and they pick that the pork are made from the pig that they raise, and they raise that it actually that in the farm under a natural condition, and some of them actually are in the mountain, and they taste completely different. They taste very organic and very delicious.
Yeah.
So that I have to say that my probably favorite food, if you like. However, the one food that surprisingly I really like, that is the buffalo. I hate buffalo
yeah,
food,
buffalo,
and I
yeah.
would never taste buffalo. And so first time when I offer buffalo, I said, no, I wouldn't touch that. But when I tasted it actually, they call trâu gác bếp.
Yeah,
Trâu
yeah,
gác bếp, which is mean buffalo, they hang it in the yeah, and it pretty much like the smoked kind of meat, like and it tastes surprisingly it's so good, and I even like it. It goes really well with beer, by the way. If
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
interested in
yes,
that, yeah.
What do you think about our tour guide service?
I'm very fortunate. I've been travel for more than 10 years. I mean, been actively travel internationally. And in my experience, the very first thing to make a good tour, you need a good design of the tour, the good company behind it. They put a tour together, a tour with good breadth and also good depth to provide experience to the guests. However, having all that is one thing, and in this instance, Asiaplus done well. Asiaplus providing a very well-planned tour, and that was very good. And not only that, I think that Mr. Long, the one who
Yeah.
organizing all the tour, he made it flexible enough so that if there is any changes we would like, I mean reasonable changes we would like to make, he would allow that to happen. And that's very good. That make the experience of the tour a lot better. And however, having a well-planned tour is one thing, but to make the tour alive, you need a good tour guide. And that, I think that is your question. And in this instance, the tour guide, he is very passionate. He somewhat new to the destination that we travel, but he make up for that inexperience with his passion. And he was very passionate. He attending to every need, every detail that we need, and he even anticipated what we need, and he just make one step ahead and try to provide those things. So make the experience very pleasant because of his passion in delivering the experience to the customer, if you like. I call myself customer. So yes, he did a wonderful job. But talking about tour guide, I don't know whether you're going to follow up with what is our experience with the driver. I have to mention about the driver because he done an important role. When we travel, the driver is normally doing a very important role because he need to ensuring that the trip is safe. It need to take people from point A to point B, making sure it's safe, making sure the vehicle are clean, and so on and so forth. In this instance, we're very fortunate. We had a driver who are very experienced in driving that part of the trip, because we are talking about the mountainous terrain, which means it's a very difficult terrain to drive and maneuver. And there are a lot of the road condition is not particularly good because of the weather condition. Part of the road are being damaged, and he was able to manage it through up in the mountains. So he done an exceptionally a good job. So we have to say that all in all, I think that the tour guide, the tour itself is planned well and well executed because of the very experienced experienced tour guide, but it also the driver that make the trip is very pleasant. The vehicle always very clean, and he making sure the trip is safe.
What do you think we need to improve on?
That's the hardest question for me, actually, I think, because the job is so well done.
Yeah.
So to ask to say that you need to improve, Mr. Long or the company has already taken steps to resolve that immediately. So that was good. Yeah.
And final question: are you willing to introduce Asia Plus with your friends who also wanted to visit
Absolutely,
Vietnam?
absolutely. Yeah, I would highly recommend it to any friends or any people who are enjoy a little bit of adventure. You know, it's not
Yeah.
kind of travel on easy travel. This
Yeah.
is not easy travel. This is a mountainous kind of terrain. That is a highland travel, and you need to be a little bit fit to be able to travel this and take a little bit of adventure, stay in the homestay to hear the dogs barking during the night, and also hearing all the insects singing during the night, and the chicken that cooking early in the morning and so on and
Like
so
an
forth.
alarm, yeah.
Exactly. So if you're enjoying that kind of thing, this is very highly recommended. I think it's a well organized tour, well executed, and good value for money. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Trong. Yeah. That's it
Thank
for
you,
the
and we thank you
interview.
very
Yeah.
much. We would like to thank you, Asia Plus, for providing a very good tour and well delivered with the good people and make it very well delivered. Thank you.